Today, I'm joined by Ben Murphy of Whitecap Entertainment. You're the CEO, and I can't believe I got some of your time so close to Sommo Festival, which is coming up in Cavendish, PEI, September 13th and 14th. And this is the second one. Last year was the first time.
Yes, it was. Yeah, we've been doing a country one for 15 years and finally got a second one off the ground.
And that country festival, I bet you were glad that you got Taylor Swift when you did.
We got lucky. That was in 2010. She was still big and selling out then, but as we all know, she's on a different level now, so I don't know if we can ever get her back.
But you guys have been putting on so many festivals and live events for, like you said, 15 years, and this is the second for Sommo Festival, so it's a great opportunity for people to kind of get in on the ground floor and make it a tradition to take a trip to PEI. There's lots to see, hear, and taste, because not only do you have great music hitting the stage, and we'll talk about that in a sec, but if you like food, you have chefs that will be gracing the stage as well.
Yeah, we're in the hospitality business, and I've grown up in the hospitality business with restaurants and hotels, and obviously we here in Prince Edward Island pride ourselves in the freshest seafood, and the farmers here, potatoes obviously is a big thing, but something that we really want to include and highlight local producers and local chefs. So we've dedicated a whole stage to them, and we have some local chefs and some chefs coming in, and they'll do a little demo up on the stage, and we try to arrange some surprise musical guests that kind of come up and partake with the chefs on the stage. So last year, that idea really came to life with a few, but most notably Vance Joy hopped up with Gail Simmons to prepare her dish, and it was a very cool experience. The tent was jammed, something that maybe you don't get anywhere else.
Are any of the audience able to taste some of the stuff that the chefs are making?
We have our Taste of Sommo booth around the site that some of the chefs do, not all of them. So depending on what the chefs do up on stage, they might be available at their booth. And then we also have two beverage demonstrations by a couple cocktail enthusiasts around Atlantic Canada, and they have booths which you'll be able to go get their drinks at their booth throughout the festival.
Oh, that sounds excellent. So let's get to the music. We're a music site, and we gotta let them know who's gonna be first on the main stage. Greta Van Fleet and Noah Kahan. How did you get these guys to PEI?
Yeah, we're pretty pumped. It takes a little bit of luck and the right timing, but Noah, we just got him at the right time, and obviously he's been just blowing up ever since, and I feel like he's played every festival and stadium in the States this summer. So we got him first, and then last year we had Mumford and Maggie in year two. I don't really want to box us into anything for talent. I do want to have the ability to do, all sorts of different music, so that was important to us this year to kind of expand. I wanted to go something a little bit more rockier in year two. Mm-hmm. And Greta was on the top of the list, and again, same thing, got a little lucky. They've been traveling around the world this year, it seems, on their world tour, and I'm super pumped about Greta because obviously we've been doing country for 15 years. We've had some different genres play throughout the years, kind of one-offs, but we've never really had a real rock show, and pumped to bring that out on site and see how the fans react.
The whole festival, when you look at the whole weekend, it's a multi-genre. You got rock, indie, some hip-hop even, and lots of Canadian artists, some from the Maritimes. It's a good mix of a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and that's what we want too. And I enjoy going to festivals too, and that's the best part about festivals is you go for a few of the acts and hopefully pick up a few more that you become interested in. And I know myself, I'm walking around the site during the weekend, you'll be walking by a tent and you're like, oh, who's this? And you pop in and you're like, wow, they're, amazing, and start listening to them a little bit more.
Yeah, I find that when I'm at a festival too, I'll just, even if it's just one song that really catches you, you can try and download it on your phone right away so it's on your playlist, and you would have never got that song to be a part of your life if you didn't walk by that stage. And speaking of stages, can you tell me how it's set up? I haven't been. This is our first year going, but what's the layout?
Yes, we have the main stage. It's, obviously where all the main acts play, and then when that basically goes dark, when the acts finish on that, our other two stages, which is further up the hill by the main gate, they turn on. So the Sandbar stage act will go on as soon as the main stage, and then same with one of our culinary demos. So those two stages are running at the same time, and then the main stage runs solo.
This sounds like a big property that you have this on. How many people can you fit, and how many do you expect for the weekend?
We sold it out 4 times in the country history, which is with 27,000 people, Taylor Swift being one of them. This weekend, I'd say there'll be around 15 to 20 a night, which is, amazing for our second year, and people having the confidence in us to come and execute events of that size and that level. So, we're excited to welcome all these new guests, through the gates here in 2 weeks.
Yes, it's coming up shortly. And that really must help tourism for your area, like hotels and other restaurants. Do you find that there's a lot of people that travel your way for the festivals?
Yeah, I think over 80% of the people that come to the festivals are from off-island.
Oh, wow.
So it's a big number, and especially with Sommo in September, there's lots of capacity at the accommodations and in the tourism industry here. And, one of the main reasons that we started Cavendish Country Festival 15 years ago was to fill a weekend of need for the industry. And so hopeful that we can repeat this with Sommo and give everybody a little boost at the end of the season.
It's awesome that you're helping your community and also helping artists. Are there some from last year, that were on maybe the Sandbar stage moving up to the main stage this year?
I don't think we have anyone this year at Sommo. We try to give them a little bit of a couple of years in between. But yeah, we've had that tons at the country one where people have started on the kitchen stage, played the main stage, or move up time slots on stages. So that's, amazing to see and kind of be part of, is that, part of that musician's career. And, I remember playing that stage out there, and now they're on the main stage. So that's a pretty cool moment for them.
Oh, well, that is so great. And we can't wait to see, hear, and taste everything you have to offer at Sommo Festival. Ben Murphy, thank you so much for taking the time with me.
Appreciate it, and appreciate you talking with the festival, and look forward to meeting you when you arrive here in a couple weeks.